I'm Buster Cherry reporting live from the heart of the action here at Golden Gate Fields Turf Club. This illustrious Bay Area racetrack will be closing for good at the end of the racing season, so you know the Left Coast Fantasy League needed to show up and show out for the third annual LCFL Derby. As we stand at the end of this exhilarating regular season, it's time to reflect on the epic journey we've embarked upon together. Fantasy football, like life itself, is a roller coaster of ups and downs, highs and lows. In the realm of fantasy, we've experienced the euphoria of triumph and the sting of defeat. The nail-biting moments, the unexpected heroes, and the heartbreak of a last-minute fumble, they all contribute letters that write the story of our shared adventures. It's in these trials and tribulations that our character is forged. We learn resilience when our star player is concussed unexpectedly, and we discover humility when the underdog rises to the occasion. One of the beauties of fantasy football is the camaraderie that comes with battling your friends week in and week out. The joy of beating a friend in competition is sweet, akin to the thrill of a dragon slayer triumphing over a fire-breathing adversary. The friendly banter, the playful taunts, and the victorious gloating all contribute to the rich tapestry of our league. In these moments, we discover the beauty of healthy competition, where the line between rivals and friends blurs, creating memories that last beyond the final whistle. Yet, let's not forget the other side of the coin. The pain of being on the losing end can cut deep, much like an arrow piercing through armor. Losing in fantasy football stings, and it's okay to feel that hurt. But remember, it's in the face of defeat that true champions rise. The ability to bounce back, to shake off the disappointment, and to return stronger next season. Whether you soared to new heights or faced the bitter taste of defeat, know that you are an integral part of this epic tale. Adam may have found himself with a 3-10 record, but his story is one of strategic maneuvering, overcoming obstacles, and a relentless pursuit of victory. Let's talk about the heart and soul of Adam's fantasy world. His team name, a tribute to none other than Darren Waller. Waller, the lighthouse guiding Adam through the turbulent seas of the fantasy season, had his moments of brilliance, but unfortunately succumbed to the unpredictable tides of inconsistency and injury. In the face of adversity, Adam didn't merely sit back and watch the waves crash. No, he took charge. Adam orchestrated two notable trades that reverberated through the league. The first of which saw him swap the number 19 running back Cook for the number 7 wide receiver Evans, a bold move that showcased Adam's commitment to shaking things up early in the season. But Adam wasn't done there. He navigated the fantasy marketplace with finesse, parting ways with the injury-prone lunatic Michael Thomas in exchange for the number 10 QB Love and running back Zeke Elliott. Adam was like a fantasy football maestro, conducting trades to orchestrate the symphony of his team's performance. It's just unfortunate the music his team made together sounded so terrible. Adam did manage to keep his amazing streak of dominance against Joe alive, where he has 9 straight wins. GM of the Year in 2022, Sam entered this season with arguably the most enviable set of keepers in the league's history. However, as fate would have it, the fantasy gods had other plans. The Don's journey began with a curveball in the form of Rodgers' untimely injury, greatly affecting his keeper Wilson. The foundation that seemed rock solid during the offseason quickly crumbled, leaving Sam to navigate the tumultuous seas of uncertainty. Sam managed to carve out 4 victories in a challenging season. Wins over Sean, Mikey, Omar, and Adam showcased the resilience of the Dons. The struggles of Justin Fields added an extra layer of complexity to Sam's managerial prowess, making it difficult for the Dons to gain the traction they so desperately sought. In a league where every point matters, the ups and downs of Fields' performance mirrored the unpredictable nature of the fantasy football landscape. Also, with only 4 wins, let's unravel the tale of Justin's fantasy football odyssey in the saga titled The Last Dance. Justin, the seasoned general of the gridiron, embarked on a journey marked by a record-setting 6th consecutive year, keeping Derrick Henry for a princely sum of $77. Their championship-winning chemistry from 2018 lingered in the air, promising another dance with glory. The heartbeat of Justin's team, Derrick Henry, stood as a symbol of enduring loyalty. However, even the mightiest warriors faced tribulations, and the weight of carrying a team season after season took its toll. The once unstoppable Henry found himself in a league of defenses, eager to thwart his every move. Adding to the waterfall of setbacks was the unfortunate injury to rookie sensation Richardson. The rising star, heralded as a beacon of hope for Justin, was dimmed by the cruel hand of fate. Richardson's untimely injury became a poignant slip-the-waltz of a season that seemed destined for greatness. The victories may have been scarce, but the spirit of the last dance lingered, a testament to the enduring bond between a manager and his cherished players. As the founder of the league and the inaugural member of the LCFL Hall of Fame this year, David's journey took on an extra layer of significance. In the prior season, the Super Gremlins clinched the 6th seed with a formidable 8 wins, setting the stage for heightened expectations this year. However, the fantasy football gods had a different script in mind for the newly branded Badwater Braves. Despite the anticipation, David's team secured only half of the previous year's victories, facing challenges that would test even the most seasoned fantasy veterans. This season carried a special weight for David as he added another accolade to his storied career, winning his own Hall of Fame card, a fitting tribute to the visionary who laid the foundation for the league. In addition, he also claimed Justin's champion card. Justin Jefferson's unfortunate landing on the injured reserve list cast a shadow over the team, robbing them of a key playmaker. Furthermore, the alchemy between Deshaun Watson and the team didn't quite reach the harmonious heights anticipated, as the quarterback's performance fell short of expectations. It's been a long time since he has missed the playoffs, but if there is one owner who can bounce back like flubber, it's David. With a string of losing seasons haunting the franchise, Joe decided to shake things up and give the fan base a breath of fresh air with a rebrand to the West Dilly Wilds. Little did he know, this season would be a magic carpet ride of highs, lows, and a triumphant climax. The West Dilly Wilds, on paper, held the promise of a reinvigorated force in the league. However, the fantasy football landscape is as unpredictable as it is thrilling, and the team underperformed at every level. Amidst the sea of challenges, Joe's squad managed to etch their names in the annals of fantasy football history by winning the biggest matchup of all time, the West Dilly Bowl. In this epic showdown, the Wilds prevailed, demonstrating that in the world of fantasy, anything is possible. In an epic clash against Justin, closing the chapter on The Last Dance, they met in the Hezbollah showdown. The Wilds steamrolled their opponent, and the Wilds emerged victorious, signaling a new era for Joe's franchise. Joe was also the lucky winner of the very rare Buster Cherry rookie card. If anyone wants to bet him for my card, just know the one is worth more than 3 cards. As the reigning league champion, expectations for Omar were sky high. However, the season kicked off with an unexpected twist, as Omar endured a slow start, losing 6 of his first 8 games. It seemed that the championship hangover had cast its shadow, leaving fans and pundits alike questioning whether the fantasy legend could reclaim his throne. Despite the rocky start, Omar, ever the leader, rallied his team together for a playoff push. The resilience that defined his legendary status shone through as Team Nigem clawed its way back into contention. The playoff berth almost secured, and it appeared that Omar was gearing up for another deep postseason run. However, fate can be a fickle friend in the world of fantasy football. In a relentless matchup against Chad, Omar's dreams of playoff glory came crashing down in spectacular fashion. The final scoreline, a heart-wrenching 193-192, epitomized the fine margins that separate victory from defeat in the unpredictable realm of fantasy. The championship hangover may have lingered, but the fire within Omar's team burned brightly until the very end. And let's not forget, God's favorite fantasy player is none other than Omar, and we all know that he thrives on proving the haters wrong. After securing his first playoff berth 2 years ago, and just missing out by claiming the 7th seed last season, the Jump Logs aimed to captivate the league's imagination. But fate had other plans. The season began on a challenging note as the Jump Logs faced a formidable 3-game skid right out of the gate. The dream of a triumphant season seemed to be slipping away, and overcoming this early setback proved to be an uphill battle. However, the true character of a team and its manager shines through adversity, and the Jump Logs were determined to pen a different narrative. While the playoff aspirations may have eluded them, the Jump Logs weren't without their shining moments. A standout victory over the rival Anthony added a glimmer of glory to their season, showcasing the team's ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. Rivalries in fantasy football are the spice that adds flavor to the season, and the Jump Logs delivered a memorable performance in their clash with Anthony. Another highlight that punctuated the season was the explosive Week 13, where the Jump Logs achieved the remarkable feat of putting up 200 points against Dave. As the season draws to a close, the Jump Logs may not have reached the playoff heights they aspired to, but the journey is far from over. The LCFL is a battleground where fortunes can shift with every draft pick, waiver wire move, and trade. With the introduction of a new 7-man playoff format, Houston seized the opportunity to secure a coveted spot in the postseason, etching his name into the league's history. The dynamic duo of Adams and Swift became the linchpin of Houston's strategy, providing a potent combination of target share and quick-witted agility that kept the fan club competitive throughout the season. Their contributions transformed Houston's team into a force to be reckoned with, allowing them to dance on the edge of victory week after week. A pivotal moment in the fan club's journey occurred in Week 10, when Houston secured a nail-biting 160-157 victory over Sean. This triumph not only showcased the resilience of the fan club, but also sealed the tiebreaker needed to secure the playoff spot before the Derby. The winds of change swept through the fan club with a strategic masterstroke, a bold trade sending Flowers and Goff in exchange for Stroud. This move, akin to a chess grandmaster making a decisive play, injected new life into Houston's squad. The impact was palpable, and Stroud's presence plays a crucial role in propelling the fan club through the playoffs and beyond. An individual on a mission, fueled by past setbacks, and armed with an unstoppable duo. After facing the sting of 2 vetoes and losing in 2 championship bouts, Jason embarked on a quest with the force of a bat out of hell. In a strategic move that redefined the league's record books, Jason set a landmark years ago by drafting CMC for a whopping $100. Fast forward to this season, and he shattered records once again by keeping CMC for an impressive $93. Christian, combined with the powerhouse that is Patrick Mahomes, became the beating heart of Jason's formidable squad, a sword-sharp alliance that struck fear into the hearts of opponents. With a super-powered defense backing his star-studded roster, Jason sets his sights on a deep playoff run. The stage is set, and the league braces for the impact of the force unleashed by Jason and his powerhouse team. The journey ahead promises thrills, drama, and the potential for redemption that has eluded him in past championship pursuits. After a challenging debut season in the LCFL that saw Mikey fall flat with one of the league's worst records, he ended on a high note by claiming victory in the 2022 LCFL Derby. With that victory fueling his ambition, Mikey entered the 2023 season with a newfound determination. Specializing in shifty running backs and yards-after-catch receivers, Mikey meticulously crafted a high-powered team that exhibited finesse and agility on the fantasy gridiron. The strategic synergy between his roster and his gameplay manifested in 8 wins, securing a playoff spot and a coveted chance to chase the gold. A pivotal moment in Mikey's season came with a significant victory in the Big Little game, where the stakes were high. The Najee Harris rookie card. Although he has little momentum with back-to-back games where he only scored 120 points, Mikey is looking to turn it around in the postseason. John P. and Uptown Hamburger. A narrative of redemption, unexpected turns, and the swift transformation of a franchise from the depths of despair. After running the team into the ground, John P. made a strategic move by bringing Buddy Lee on board to steer the ship, and the results were nothing short of remarkable. The Uptown Hamburger, once languishing at the bottom, emerged from the shadows with a speed that caught everyone by surprise. While they did experience the taste of defeat in the Reebok Classic for the first time, the season was peppered with significant victories that hinted at the franchise's newfound vigor. Notable triumphs against Chad for the coveted Josiah card and a decisive win against Justin for the John Locke champion card became the high points of the season. The biggest win of all might have been against Houston to the backdrop of Morris's induction into the Ring of Honor. With Lamar Stake in his arsenal, a player who could potentially lead the charge to another championship, the prospects look promising. The Loch Ness Monsters, a tale of fantasy superstardom, a certified LCFL legend's return, and a relentless pursuit of championship glory. John's journey is no ordinary saga. It's a narrative that spans over 16 years, featuring a storied championship win, a hiatus, and a triumphant return to the top echelons of the LCFL. John Locke, a fantasy superstar, etched his name in the league's history by winning the very first season 16 years ago. After taking 14 years off, he made a spectacular return, swiftly ascending to the championship game. Now, back in the top three, John is poised for a power move to claim another title. Early in the season, John embarked on a bold quest to Antioch, beating down John P. in his own backyard to secure the Gino Marchetti card. Guided by the arm of Josh Allen and the support of the Bears franchise, John has molded a powerhouse that aims to bring the championship back to Southern California. The Toasty Loaves faced a challenging inception, leading to Chad securing the undesirable position of the worst record in the league. Unwilling to endure a similar fate, Chad decided to reshape his team's destiny. In a bold move, he signed the three biggest wide receiver names possible, signaling his intent to never be outgunned again on the fantasy gridiron. The strategic overhaul proved to be a game-changer. Chad, with the Toasty Loaves, achieved the milestone of being the first to reach 1,000 points, setting the tone for a monster season that would redefine the franchise's identity. His spectacular performance included scoring over 200 points 3 times, showcasing the offensive firepower he had assembled. Chad's prowess extended beyond the field, earning him the coveted title of GM of the Year. This accolade was a testament to his strategic acumen, roster management, and the transformative impact he had on the Toasty Loaves' fortunes. In a season marked by bold moves, Chad was a part of 50% of all trades done this year, with none more significant than Chad's trade that shipped out Rice to acquire Howell, a maneuver that played a crucial role in saving his season. Anthony, equipped with the newly rebooted fantasy computer, boasting a mind that calculates outcomes at 10 times the speed, propelled his team to unprecedented success. Sitting comfortably in first place and holding a stranglehold on the coveted first-round bye, Anthony's AI-built fantasy team experienced a season like never before. The advanced computational power of the fantasy computer enabled Anthony to navigate the intricate landscape of fantasy football with unparalleled precision, resulting in the best record in the league. The season carried added significance for Anthony as he broke free from a historical pattern of 4 straight losses, securing his first Reebok Classic victory, marking a shift in the narrative of the long-standing matchup between Anthony and John P., a rivalry often likened to oil and water. The fantasy computers looked to secure the bye week, providing crucial time for healing from the injury bug bite that has plagued the league. The strategic advantage of a bye week could be the key to maintaining the team's peak performance in the crucial postseason battles that lie ahead. Gather round as we delve into the anticipation and excitement of the LCFL Derby, one of the most magical days in fantasy sports. This hallowed day hands out victories to the top 7 scorers, and the highest scorer immortalizes their achievement on a Derby swag card. As we embark on this fantasy spectacle, let's explore the history, the projections, and make a prediction for the upcoming showdown. In the inaugural Derby, Omar set a formidable standard with a whopping 240 points, showcasing the extraordinary potential for fantasy greatness on this special day. Mikey followed suit last year, clinching victory with 179 points, although he was the last-place team on the season. Judging by team projections, Chad and the Toasty Loaves emerge as the chalk, the favorite to win the whole thing this weekend. However, Uptown Hamburger, Loch Ness Monsters, and the Jumplogs are poised to make this a photo finish, injecting an element of suspense and unpredictability. In the realm of long shots, Justin carries the underdog mantle with the lowest projection of 139 points. Yet, in the world of fantasy football, surprises are always in store, and anything can happen on Derby Day. My official pick for the Derby is Jason, backed by the formidable CMC and Mahomes connection. Projections suggest a dominating performance, and I predict 80 points between the two, setting the stage for the high score of the day to be 193 points. As the league anticipates the drama, the battles, and the potential for a new Derby legend to emerge, we raise a toast to the LCFL Derby, a day where fantasy dreams become reality, and the magic of the gridiron unfolds in spectacular fashion. May the highest scorer etch their name into Derby history, and may the competition be fierce. See you next September. This is Buster Cherry signing out.